Hi everyone and welcome to another live trading series. It is Tuesday, August 17th. I'm going to be showing you a few of my trades this week. I haven't released a trading video in I think 2 weeks because I haven't had much to do. I've just been letting my options decay. I'm going to be showing you just to take a look at the heat map for the S&P 500. A lot of red on the board minus, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson. But I do hope to see more of a pullback. I do like red days. I feel more comfortable selling puts. That's my main strategy. I might turn those into strangles later on. But if we take a look at some of my positions right now, this is my entire margin portfolio. A lot of my positions are winning. If you see the days to expiration, 3 days, these expire on Friday. A lot of my positions are winning, but when they do poorly, they do they do really poorly. If you've been tracking these videos for 6 months, I started off doing really well on Corsair. I bought 5 leaps for 25 per share, and then now they're worth $6 per share. Not too happy there, but let me just show you why this isn't the worst thing in the world. Corsair. So spent 12,700, and I've been selling monthly poor man's covered call pretty much. So I've made 5,387. My break even is if Corsair closes at $35. Right now it's at 26, so I am down a little. But right now, if I closed everything, I'm at a 7,600 loss plus 3,475. So I'd be at like a $4,000 loss. Not the worst, better than the 9,000 you see here, but pretty frustrating overall. I'm probably not going to close these. I do want to keep Corsair for the long term, but another losing trade. So I sold a put for Spotify at $2.15. It expires in 3 days. And as you can see, it's in the money. So I sold it for $230 a contract. Now it's worth $1,000 a contract. What I'm going to do is roll it out 30 days and roll it down 5 strikes. So I'm going to take this from 215 to 210. Right now, Spotify is 205, so it'll give me some breathing room. So obviously, I already have this queued up. You buy back the exact option you sold. You sell a new one at a further date. I'm going to be buying it back for, let's say, $9.50, selling it for $11. I should be making a small credit. If we try to go somewhere in the middle, I guess. So $125. Not ideal, but what can you do? This is my mistake. I'm going to be showing you another example of rolling if we just isolate square. So I really like doing strangles. This strangle has worked out pretty well. As you can see, the call side is like 90% in the money. The put side, not so much, only like 50%. But as 3 days to expiration, I'm just going to roll it out. I'm going to show you that I can roll it out with expanding the strike. So hopefully I can go 300 on the call and maybe like 230 on the put. So let's see if I could just show you what that looks like. Let's go out another 30 days for this. Okay, so delta, let's try to go like 15 on each side. So the closest one is 230. So this should get me 300 a contract. And then 15 on the other side should be 300. You can see I'm going further out just because the volatility is up a little. I don't mind. I might go a little closer on the put side because I don't mind getting assigned, really. My fear is the call side because I don't own the shares. But let me just queue this up for now. I'm going to choose 230 and 300. Show you how to roll it. Click create an order. And then add a call. Add a put. So 2. I'm going to roll this out another 30 days. My call side will be 300. My put side, we said 230. Let's see what this looks like. So if I can try to get 300, what would this give me? 600 total? Yeah. So I'm rolling this out, giving myself more room, more time to be right, and making $600 off of this. Let's hope that gets filled. Filled right away, nice. So if we go back, I could sell an Apple call. Like I have the leap, I haven't sold a call on it. I probably want to do that Anything else I have to do? If we isolate AMD, AMD not doing so well. I'm almost, I am getting tested on the put side. I sold 105, 125 strangle. Call side's doing well, put side not so much. I'm just going to let this sit. We'll see what happens. I just want the time to decay a little. I have 31 days, which is a long time. I'm going to let that decay a little. BTCC, this worked out really well. I sold 10 puts at 130, and then I'm going to let these expire in 3 days. I'm not going to go back into this Bitcoin ETF. Disney working out well. I might roll this. So I sold a 165 put for, I think it was 300. There's 320 total, and right now it's worth $20. So I'm majority in the money. I don't see Disney hitting 165 in 3 days. So I'm just going to let this expire. I'll get back some buying power and then figure out what to do in the future. Okay, take a look at this. Always note, it looked like my Spotify order got filled, but only one got filled. So the other one didn't. I'll go back and check. I'll go back and modify before the end of the day just to make sure those get filled. There's other items I want to do. I've been tracking NEO. NEO has gone down. It was in the 50s. I don't like it in the 50s. I would like to own NEO at 30. And if we take a look at 30, this is 0.53 divided by 30. This would be a 1.8% return, which is what I like. I like to aim for at least 1.5. What I'm going to do, so there's no, you see the delta, like you have 0.3 or 0.08, like nothing in between. Not the end of the world, but I am going to sell the puts on this. NEO has been hitting, maybe we could take a look at NEO actually. If we take a look at the 1 hour, let's see, when was the last time it hit 30? So it's been treating 30 as the support. The last time it hit was May 15th, and it's been going back up. I'm hoping to use this as my support. I don't mind owning it at 30. I'd rather not, but what can you do? This is the game we play. I'm going to sell 10. Let's just leave it at 0.53. Make $530. We'll go there. There's another one I've been playing for a few months, kind of risky. Mara, it's down 6%. I don't mind owning Mara at 22, 23. It doesn't look like it'll hit this month, or 22, 23. It's just not that much of a return, like around the 10 delta. I wouldn't mind 22. So Mara would have to go down another 25%, I believe, for this to be tested within 30 days. Could happen. Probably not likely. Should I go a little riskier? Usually I like to go 15 delta for puts, but because Mara, the Bitcoin stuff, it's very volatile. It fluctuates. The fluctuations are pretty wild. I might go a little safer and just, you know what? Let's have a little fun. I will go 10. Let's try to choose the midpoint here. See what happens. $830. What is the return? 3 divided by... it's looking like a 3.6% return. Pretty high. But I like it. That is pretty high. Obviously, the higher the return, it's not necessarily good. It means, higher chances of loss as well. You are taking more risk, but I do like Mara at 22, 23. So I will do that. Let's see what this looks like. I do need to get back to selling the poor man's covered call on Apple, but I might wait for it to increase a little bit. Like if we take a look, just the premiums aren't there. If we go a month out, I might go 45 days out. So right now, Apple's at 150. Let's see, like 165. Yeah, so I'm going to be making $60, like after commission, like $55. It's just not worth it for me. If I go to 160, this could hit in 30 days, and I don't have to deal with it. Haven't decided what to do. If I go further out in time, October, 170, 165 for $100. I don't know if it's worth it. If we go to Apple, my break even on Apple right now is 127. So I paid $6,000 for the calls, and I've only made $736 on it. Like, look at the premium slowly decaying. Like, I'm just not making that much. It's kind of wasting. Yeah, it feels like I'm wasting my leap because it's just sitting there, but there's just not that much money to be made off of it. I still have 521 days to deal with this, so I'm just going to kind of keep it. I think I'm going to leave it here for now. I filmed and didn't release a VIX video. I thought it was pretty stupid. Like when SPY hits all-time highs, I like buying, and when VIX hits around 15, I like buying VIX calls, VXX. So I'm playing for the spikes. You take a look every now and then, every few months, it has a big spike. That's what I was playing. I filmed a 4-minute video. I didn't think it was worth releasing, so I bought and sold VIX calls. Maybe eventually I'll show you what I've been doing and my thought process behind it, but I'll save that for another video. Everything you see here, that's 3 days. I'm going to let it decay, get back my buying power, and then figure out what to do in the future. I might film a TFSA video next week. This is my margin account, so I can do strangles, naked puts. TFSA, I can only do covered calls, so I'll probably save that for another video. Thanks for watching, and tune in to the next one.